Rutland Channel 15 into a community farm. Rutland Herald, February 1st, 1994.
Hello, I'm Bruce Nelson. I operate Channel 15 for Adelphia Cable. It's a public access and local origination facility. But what does that mean? Well, if you'll stick with me for a few minutes, I'll show you short clips of several dozen of our productions, and that'll give you a very clear idea of the type of work that we do here. Hello, I'm Stephen Douglas. I'd like to welcome you to my hometown, Brandon, Vermont. You may best remember me in connection with a series of debates between myself and a young lawyer named Lincoln. It was in Illinois. But it was here in this home that I was born, and in this fine town that I was raised to early manhood. It's a distinct honor of Mrs. Douglas and I to show you about the town today.
What is your primary contact with Bruce?
Basically, I dealt mostly with Bruce as a Rutland City School Commissioner.
And do you remember how you first met Bruce? Or?
Yeah, originally when I first worked with him was about 3 years ago. We had decided that we needed to have a tax vote to increase some money for the school system, and asked Bruce if he was willing to do a show with us to help promote this. It was my first contact with him. I found Bruce was very enjoyable to work with. He really had a knack for making his interviewees feel at ease.
He sure did. And he really never said no to anybody when it came to projects.
Yeah, that's what I found. Over the years, I found that he really worked with individuals and organizations, and he really helped to get this public access television going. I know when we first asked him if he would be willing to tape school board meetings so that the public would all have an opportunity to see what went on, he gladly accepted this, and we immediately got rolling. I found that was really kind of super to work with him and find someone that was just so great to work with.
Sporting events we cover from elementary right up through professional sports. Very popular here in the area's high school football and basketball. We have a crosstown rivalry, a couple of high schools locally. We cover the hockeys during the winter. They have teams from very youngest kids up through high school. There's a local boxing club, and we covered one of their events, a 12-bout match. We did the Bombazine Bass Tournament. And we covered the UVM basketball, University of Vermont, and they played Dartmouth. We went to the Boston Celtics when the Pistons were in town, did some interviews with the players and coaches. We traveled to Montreal for their exhibition game between the Montreal Expos and the Toronto Blue Jays. Our premier government coverage is inside the State House. This is the third year that I've produced it. We've been very fortunate to interview both the Speaker of the House and the past three governors of the state of Vermont, Madeline Kunin, Richard Snelling, and the current governor, Howard B. Dean. Local government coverage includes sponsoring debates for candidates for mayor, the Rutland County Senate, and the lieutenant governor's race. Some of our most popular programming are musical events. These are high school students in the Lake Regions Youth Orchestra and the Bourbon Street Brass. The Bicentennial Band played in the House Chamber of Vermont's capital. And Rhett Palmer, a gospel singer, came to our studios.
Baby, can't you see? It's a matter of eternity. When there's nothing left to
And we help the local church group who produces Christian music videos.
And the power of your name. High up near the mountain, some
Rick Reddington, a
stands an
popular
old log cabin,
folk singer in the area.
kissed by all the winds of heaven as they passed it on their way.
The Brandon Carroll Festival is an annual event, both in the community and for the cable company. And the Killington Music Festival brings the very finest professional musicians. Now to our series of regular programming. Vermonters in Print is an interview program featuring Vermont author. Vermont Crafts Close Up features Vermont craftspersons like Barbara Nelson, a jewelry maker. The Rutland Region Report provides a forum for a variety of different topics. This program was an interview with a local filmmaker who produced the first all-Vermont-made feature-length film. Produced in '91 for theater release in '92, it's a science fiction time travel movie. In our community interest category, we produce bi-weekly the Rutland City Board of Aldermen, and there's a large audience that just makes real sure that they catch every one of these meetings. Likewise, on the alternate weeks, we do the Rutland City School Board. Very popular with folks that can't get out to the meetings. And the Rotary Club has had several shows cablecast on Channel 15. We did a production for the United Way, helping the community to understand a variety of programs that they do support. The town of Brandon has annually the largest 4th of July parade in the state, and we've cablecast that on Channel 15. The Rutland Regional Medical Center Hospital Auxiliary came to us and asked help with a promotion video for them. We helped the Rutland County March of Dimes in their Walk America 1992, and they raised over $25,000 for the March of Dimes to help in their fight against birth defects.
This is our first show since the death of Bruce Nelson, the Channel 15 Public Access Director, and all of us, I know I speak for both Chuck and Tom, we send our condolences to the Nelson family, and we're deeply saddened by the death of Bruce Nelson, and our prayers are certainly with his family.
And he certainly meant a lot to us personally. I mean, he was a man who came in here and freely admitted that he was not in tune to the local sports scene, that he wasn't didn't like sports a great deal, and yet he, more than as much as anyone ever could, he understood the value and the meaning of local sports to the community as the director of the station, and certainly that is much evident by the programming and all the Raha hockey and our show here and the high school JV basketball games and flag football. We could go on and on, but he certainly understood what sports meant to everyone else, and certainly did a great deal for community athletics through the vehicle of public access.
Chuck, we can go back to about a year ago. We brought this up before. We've been on the show a little over a year, and when we first started, and Bruce talked to us about doing the show, and they talked to you and me, first of all, and we joked around about, okay, we had a free lunch, and off we went, and we talked a little bit about the set here, and we were talking about the set that they use on the ESPN reporters, sports reporters, and how they had the old-time sports writers and sportscasters in the background and so forth. And he also, Bruce had in his mind about the sports channel, the sports reporters set, and that's how we got the darker set behind us here. I'm not sure if we're exactly like that here today, and we've been back and forth a little bit, but that's how we got the set set up for this particular show.
Well, certainly I think we owe a lot to Bruce, and certainly Bruce and Joe Courcelle are the reasons that we're here. I mean, through their efforts, they got us together and got us our show, and we're certainly indebted to Bruce and deeply saddened by his loss. We're going to miss him a lot.
and we will.
Bruce knew of the vitality of the sports community in the Rutland region and made great efforts at full coverage of local football and basketball games and fully anticipated extended airings of other area school sports. Last August, Rutland 15's own crew taped the Vermont-New Hampshire Maple Sugar Bowl game and aired it early that same evening.
Touchdown, Vermont! Vermont is on the move! Sideline, he tosses it over the left flat to Stempak, who throws it long! It's in the end zone! Touchdown! Touchdown! Mike Middleton! Touchdown! Vermont! Touchdown! This crowd is going absolutely bananas! The flea flicker with Stempak, who is a quarterback, put it right on the midst of Middleton. Middleton with 3 TDs in this football game. And the Vermont All-Stars are within 7 of tying it up.
Along with First Night, Rutland 15 has, for the last 2 years, taped another Rutland heritage, the Halloween Parade.
There's Robin Williams in the back. I don't think I'd like to be the princess.
Isn't that something?
This is quite a...
32 degrees outside, Ted. You'd never know it by looking at those smiling faces. Beautiful. Pat his nose. He looks ferocious, but he's really he's a puppy dog.
Yeah. It's just the teeth.
Nice teeth.
Oh, here comes the shark is coming over.
Let's get him over here. We want to check out his teeth.
That's Jaws 3 here. Oh, a soft, furry shark.
Nice shark.
Here are the 2 former presidents.
Ronnie and George, just a couple of good guys. What can I tell you? Here they are, in Rutland and leaving Rutland.
Not even.
What's your...
You notice some of it's gone back on the elephant's head, and there's frost.
There is frost there, yeah.
Lots of elephants here under the big top with West Rutland High School. Here's the Happy Bat and Aladdin and the Princess. Where's the parrot? I haven't seen the parrot. The Wazir and the King. The Sultan, not the King. Great movie. And Mr. Jack-O-Lantern once more coming by our vantage point.